has been like the Wild Wild West.
I know.
Everything's happening. And starting with this one, this is my favorite one. Kraken just coming out and just bop, bop, bop. But before I do that, Jake, take it away.
I mean, yeah, okay. The Avalanche and the Kraken. I have not watched many of these games because they're past my bedtime. But I have came back and when I was in Texas, I watched a little bit. The Kraken have surprised all three of us, obviously, because they've beaten the Avalanche twice. We didn't think they were going to beat the Avalanche at all. So they've made this a series because they grind away. They have sneaky good talent. Like they do have guys who have talent. Like Eberle has talent. McCann has talent. Benares has talent.
Dunn. Yeah.
It's like they have guys with talent. I did think last night I was eating dinner and I had said I can't believe that Seattle is tied with the Avalanche. And if you told me at the start of the year that they were going to be tied with the Avalanche, I would have said no way. And if you asked me who their leading point scorer was, I would have told you probably Shane Wright. And wrong go. Shane Wright doesn't even exist in Kraken's fans' minds at this point. They're trying to go win a Stanley Cup. And they're... I look at the Kraken and I'm like, they beat the Avalanche, they can beat anyone. So it's such an interesting situation here. I'm excited to see kind of how this goes tomorrow for Game 5. How do you guys feel about it? I think the Avalanche are the better team and they should win. But the Kraken...
The Avalanche are the better team, but...
come back whenever they want, which is so annoying.
They're missing some key pieces in Landeskog and now Valerie Nichushkin. Now Makar is going to be... suspended for Game 5, so that obviously tips... Yeah, he got suspended for one game. That's correct.
I thought it was under review. I didn't know he got suspended. Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, so he did get suspended for the one game. So that obviously tips things in favor of the Kraken. And to be honest with you, like, everybody's seen the movie Dodgeball, right? And the average Joes, right? Like, I feel like the Kraken are a team of average Joes. Like, not a lot of players on their team are going to impress you and wow you on the stat sheet or with their skill, but they get the job done and they're consistent. And I think that is something that can win you a Stanley Cup if certain things break your way. You just need a little bit of luck.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look to a team like, I guess I can't remember a team like them who won a Stanley Cup, but I was going to say Vegas, but Vegas won a Stanley Cup.
2012 LA Kings. They were the 8th seed that slipped in.
No, but they had Anze Kopitar and Drew Doughty and Dustin Brown, and they had guys that, like, there's not one person of that level on the Kraken right now. I think Benares gets there. Matty Benares is a future superstar. That I fully think. The Kraken, when they get Shane Wright actually there and actually playing at an NHL level, they're going to be good for years to come. I thought they were going to be in the Bedard running, and here they are pushing a team that people thought were going to be a dynasty right now in a 2-2 series. Next series. Kevin, you had something on this, right? You like the Crackies?
Nah, I love the Kraken, but...
He's a crackhead.
Only on Thursday nights, but...
Next series.
Anywho, this is Kevin's real series with Kevin's boyfriend, Matthew Boldy. Stars vs. Wild, knotted up 2-2.
Yeah, another Nah, it's actually a lie. I thought this series would be like this. The series is kind of going exactly I think anyone who watches hockey thought. These were two pretty evenly matched teams with top-end talent, can play high-skilled, two good goalies. I mean, this series is going to go 7. You guys agree with that?
This is a battle of the teams who aren't good enough, right? Like, they're both good teams, but I don't think either of them are good enough, and they've both been in that same murky middle position for the last couple of years.
Good enough to win the Stanley Cup? No. Good enough to win the West? Yes.
Good enough to win the West?
Yeah.
And represent the West in the Stanley Cup?
I think
No.
The Stars
No.
have top-end talent.
I think the Stars definitely have the goaltending.
And they have top-end talent.
Not buying it. Red flag.
They have the goal scoring. Their defense sucks. But...
Yeah, I mean they don't. I mean they have some talent there. They really do. Like think about
Tyler Seguin, Jason Robertson are who I would believe in for their top end talent.
What about Rupi Hintz?
Jimmy Ben's had a good year.
What about the rookie? The rookie. What's his name?
Oh, Wyatt
What
Johnson.
rookie?
Wyatt Johnson.
He's
Not as well versed in Wyatt Johnson,
Yeah,
so I
you're
won't comment
missing-
there.
He was a rookie that scored over 20. They have some, like, he's expected to be a superstar in this league. Legit.
I still don't see either one of these. Like this is the Carolina and the Islanders series of the West for me, where I don't think either of these teams make it out of the next round.
Who's that much better than them?
Well, let's just look at the actual bracket itself. Let me pull up the NHL
Yeah, like,
bracket.
who would they have to play?
Yeah, that's what I want to look at. Well, they're in the Central, so they would have to play the Kraken or the Avalanche,
Yeah, I think they could.
I believe.
I mean, if they play the Kraken, I feel like they're winning.
Yeah, I mean,
Either of these
I've
teams
never
would beat the
been
Kraken.
So I can't go picking them to win a series. You know?
Fair.
I don't-
Yeah.
I mean, let's make our pick for this. I'm going Stars and 6. After saying this was going to go 7, I'm going Stars and 6. I lied. I'm going Stars and 7. That was it. Stars and 7.
Wild and 7.
I was gonna say Wild and 7.
All
Yeah.
right, fine. Next series. What do we have next?
Next series, the Bruce Cassidy Vegas Golden Knights versus the Rick Bowness Winnipeg Jets.
This series gets wrapped up on Thursday.
Yeah, I really thought the Jets, when they came out in that first game, Jake said, don't bet it. It's a trap game. Don't do it. And that's what happened. Jets came out, go 5-1.
You were going to bet on Vegas, and I said don't bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
You told me don't bet on Vegas.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
So, but yeah, after watching game 1, I really didn't. I thought the Jets, like, oh man, the Jets finally figured it out. They had a little up and down end to the regular season between all the injuries and everything, and then it's been the story of this playoff
Yeah,
series
they
too.
are a double.
It's
I mean,
injuries.
they're one
It's
double
injuries.
OT loss away from being tied, but I still think Vegas is the better team. I think
I just hope Vegas makes it to the next round. So the storylines are Jonathan Quick versus the LA Kings,
exactly.
or Jonathan Quick versus his old protege Jack Campbell.
Oh, well.
We'll get into that one in the next series, but
Right there, though, like neither of those teams can win a Stanley Cup. Jack Campbell can't win a Stanley Cup, and Jonathan Quick can't win a Stanley Cup. I look at goalies. Like, those goalies are not winning you a Stanley Cup.
yeah, but you know what? The Oilers have a Connor McDavid, and a Connor McDavid can win you a Stanley Cup.
I know. This one's easy. I'm going Jets. Where you guys going? I mean, Jets. Jesus Christ. I can't talk. I'm going Golden Knights.
Golden Knights for sure. Wrapping it up, Game 5, Thursday.
Knights.
Bruce Cassidy, he's a good coach.
Here's the thing: Quick isn't even the one playing for Vegas.
No, it's Brossois right now, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see.
Last
Well-
series. You have the last one?
Absolutely, you do.
Edmonton Oilers and the LA Kings. This series.
This one has been.
This is my favorite series.
Yeah,
This is my favorite series of the first round so far.
because it's gone to OT 3 times, and the Connor McDavid's are never. Sorry, the Edmonton Oilers are never out. They're just never out of a game because McDavid and Draisaitl can drag them back in. He can grab them by the shoulders and drag them down that rocky road back in. That's what he does.
So I think it's the first Avengers movie, there's one line and it says, well, we have a Hulk. And that is essentially what the Edmonton Oilers say every time they head into a series. We have a Connor McDavid.
So, like, we might have Jack Campbell and no defenseman, but we have the best player ever to touch ice in Connor McDavid. And that's a fact. Hey, listen. I have a future on the Edmonton Oilers as well as the Bruins. So I would like the Oilers to win out the West. I really would.
Oh, I have my Bruins one.
I have Bruins.
That's a
and I
fat
have Oilers.
payday.
I also, if anyone's wondering, have the Calgary Flames. So that one flamed out, if you will.
Thanks a lot, Daryl Sutter.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
National treasure, though.
He is a national treasure, but I don't think he works in today's NHL. He's a fossil. Who do you guys have in this? How have you been what have you been feeling about it?
I am hardcore on the Kings bandwagon.
I'd rather see the Kings win, which is weird as much as because the biggest thing is I don't really like the Oilers. I bet on them because of the McDavid's there. I would also like to see chaos happen and McDavid request a trade out, so I'd love them to lose in the first round. Because chaos is news. News is good for Inside the Rink. Shout out to Inside the Rink, our presenting sponsor. Go check out Inside the Ring for all your news, your merchandise, your podcast, everything. We're finally actually getting new merch, so that's coming within the next weekend. So we'll get that out for the next series, I hope, or at least during the next series. And back to I can't remember. All I know
Oilers versus the Kings.
Oilers. I want chaos.
One of the jokes.
Kings in 6.
Yeah, I'm Kings in 6.
Yeah, I want at least a period.
One of the things that I said the other day to kind of just be a jerk, but I think it's actually true, is the Oilers are like the Maple Leafs West, in my opinion. They're always really good, but they're not good enough to push it all the way.
Oh, but always really good. They were really shitty for a long time.
Well, in the McDavid, Draisaitl era, they're not terrible.
No.
You know?
That era's gonna
Like, because we could say the same thing about Toronto. Like, before Matthews and Marner showed up, they were shit.
Yep, they were a joke. But, generational talent, that is the draft doing what it's supposed to do. Now, we're done pretty much with our reviews, right? I'm going to pick my team I think is going to win. And as much, I've said both sides now 5 times. I'm going my final stamp of approval pick is the Oilers. Cousin McDavid.
Homer, how many games?
7.
7, wow. All right, well, me and Kevin are a little more heavy on the Kings. We think they're going to take the next 2 games. Whoop, whoop. Watch the Oilers go out and win tonight. Me and Kevin are screwed. Nice.
Yeah, no, that's why I keep picking 7.
It's all right. I've looked stupider before.
That's a fact.
Exactly, when you say a word like stupider. Got it.
Correct.
I'm glad you got
one
that.
last thing that I had a little argument when I was in Houston. I had a couple actually NHL fans, which was surprising. Like we split the room up, and we had like guys from New Orleans and Texas who were rooting for the New Orleans guys were rooting for the Panthers, obviously, and because they're close over there. And then the Texas guys were just rooting for not the Bruins. We kind of split the room up and argued. There was a girl in our class who was a diehard Blackhawks fan. She wanted to know why the Blackhawks, why I said there was no chance they get Connor Bedard. And I was like, well, because Gary's not going to let it happen. But just looking at the teams in last place, so I'm going to do a lottery sim, right? I'm going to hit.
Wait, what is the lottery?
Shit.
I found it is in 12 days, 23 hours, 34 minutes, and 46 seconds. I want everyone to make a pick right now on who Connor McDavid's going to, and then I'm going to hit the sim.
Connor Bedard, you
know
twat.
Connor Bedard. You know what I meant. I can't do this today.
Courtesy of DraftKings Sportscook.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to go Connor Bedard. You are an Anaheim Duck. I know that's the easy version, but I really love that.
Coyote.
Kev?
I don't even think he can be a Coyote, but...
It's almost impossible.
Quack, 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 baby.
We're going to sim.
Nah, he's a Blue
We're
Jacket.
simming the lottery.
Oh, if he goes to the Blue Jackets, bro, that'd
He
be
is
sick.
an Anaheim Duck.
Wow. Shocked face.
Philly moved all the way up to second from fifth. They get Adam Fantilli in this. Look at that. And Colorado jumped. Oh, no, Colorado moved down to 4. I'm going to sim it again. We're going to do 3 sims. Connor Bedard is an Arizona Coyote.
Uh-oh.
And Adam Fantilli's a Detroit Red Wing. That does not seem likely. And
Ooh. Actually, Fantilli going...
is an Anaheim Duck in the third. We're going to do 2 more because I'm addicted to this.
Yo. Fantilli going to the Red
Duck
Wings?
Is the St. Louis Blue. I said Anaheim Duck.
Anaheim Duck is a St. Louis Blue. Jesus Christ, take your
Bedard
meds.
is a St. Louis Blue. Oh my God. St. Louis jumps up 9. Anyone in the top 10 technically has a percentage to get it. Oh my
So
God,
there is...
they Sharks.
There is actually a really good chance that the Red Wings can end up with the number 2 overall pick and get Adam Fantilli in a lot of different scenarios.
So I keep hitting this button, and it's a different team every other time. Washington's gotten it 3 times. Anaheim gets it the most, but imagine he goes to the Caps. That'd be so funny.
Fantilli or Bedard?
Bedard. Either one of them. Like, they get another generation.
And he just sauces it to Ovi for the next 3 years?
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
What a waste of talent.
All right. I think that kind of wraps it up, guys. This has been fun. Let's go watch some playoff hockey.
Let's do it.
No,
Nope.
we out.
Glad to be back. Follow us. Subscribe. Interact with us. We love you people.
We're going to be releasing some shorts. I think we definitely got to get a short of me saying Connor, all the mistakes. And then me saying McDavid pulls him along going like this. And that's good.